guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we've got quite an interesting update to go through from the XRP side of things, and then we've got a little bit of speculation to also put out there, because this is a really interesting situation, and with the current elaborations and everything that's going on externally, it just seems like everything's falling into place for XRP. So let's take a look at this first article, and it's not just an article to go over, there is a tweet from the man himself to also back this up. This isn't just speculation or something that has been made up to spread FUD, so to speak. This is genuine, and they are actually asking $2 billion from Ripple. Now, from my understanding, what I do know is the XRP damage they've sustained has got to be upwards of 20 billion. I mean, the market cap shed like 15 billion, didn't it, when this all first landed? Someone can correct me if I'm wrong there, someone from the XRP community, but I think that's around the ballpark figure. Now, this, like I said, is a very interesting development, because in any court procedure anywhere in the world, from my understanding, from my knowledge, from my research, this all happens at the end. Okay, so let's look deeper into this, and let's not just look at this crazy fine, which is absolutely ridiculous to say the least. Let's look deeper and let's say to ourselves, well, they normally ask for this when a settlement is approaching and some kind of situations unfolding, which signals to us the end is very close. So according to a last minute development, the details of which are not yet clear, the SEC will demand a fine of $2 billion from Ripple XRP developers Ripple Labs. Ripple's chief legal officer Stuart Alderodi. I should honestly make a video each year of each time I get to a word like this, because I do my videos early in the morning, and I get them ready because I have to work everything around my full-time job. But it would just be funny, I think, to do that. So Stuart himself has been announcing the developments as follow. So as you will see, the SEC summary is made public tomorrow. They are asking the judge for $2 billion in fines and sanction. Our answer will be available next month. But as we have all seen time and time again, this is a regulator that operates on statements that are false, ill-defined, and designed to mislead. They stayed true to their form here too. Rather than faithfully enforcing the law, the SEC continues to seek to punish and intimidate Ripple and the industry in general. We believe that the court will approach the solution phase fairly. So Brad himself, like I said, he's tweeted out about this, and that this in itself, it's just schoolyard bullying at this point. So the co-founder, Chris Larson, also speaking out on the development, which is also very interesting. So you've got everybody speaking out on this, and Brad in himself was like literally calling them out for a response on Twitter, which was, I thought, was quite interesting to say the least. But all of this, once again, take it with a pinch of salt, because the likelihood of them getting that $2 billion fine is pretty slim. So what I think everybody in the XRP community needs to understand is the limelight now being shed on Ethereum, the whole idea that it is a security, and this happened some time ago. I think in around 2022, I think it happened quite a lot in 2023, and now it's becoming more apparent that they're going to be pursuing this in the future. And with this ETF being rejected, Gary being the one to more or less approve this, it's going to be problematic to say the least. But we'll have to see how this pans out, because the SEC do want to define Ether as a security as Bitcoin rebounds. So there's a lot of articles out there, there's a lot of news, there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of people talking about Ethereum going into a similar situation which XRP went into. Now, something else I do know is that when the situation first unfolded, I know a lot of people went from XRP to Ethereum, and maybe, just maybe, we'll see a case, an instance of people going from Ethereum back to XRP. So this would be a really interesting development, and honestly, crazier things have happened in crypto. So the price in itself is once again a very interesting subject to discuss, because you've got this overall trend line that we're bouncing on. I'm looking at things on the day view. Obviously, it all goes up and down on that overall hourly view. But what I'm looking at is this trend line that's forming and has been forming for some time. And the trajectory is leading us to $1. If we're to stay on course at this sort of sluggish momentum, we're going to get there at some point way further in the future. But I just don't think that's going to happen. I think at some point we're going to see one of these big breakouts. But I think this time it's going to be fueled by the exiting of the XRP case, of the SEC going after, for example, TFL at the moment, and then also going to be going after Ethereum. I think it leaves XRP in a very good position. So when I start to see all of these different things sort of panning out and all of these different things going on, I'm starting to feel more secure with my XRP bag. I'm starting to feel more positive about my long-term investment, where this is going, and the real true potential behind the XRP token. Now, there are a lot of arguments of people saying, well, you know, XRP will have nothing to do with Ripple. But once again, I think that's definitely not the case. XRP's mission is to replace the SWIFT system. And if you are to facilitate a system like that, you're going to need, for all intents and purposes, a gas token, a transaction token, call it whatever you want, fuel for the vehicle that is Ripple, and it's going to be XRP. So I'm going to close the video with a very interesting sort of like one of those Twitter made videos, but I'm going to end it with this. You won't hear from me again. I'm going to play this, the video will end. So guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope this cheers you up. I hope this gets you on a real positive mood set, kind of like how it did to me. It's a really interesting listen. But other than that, guys, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.
As securities, which ones do you think of as securities?
It's pretty clear, and the Supreme Court has actually spoken about this many times. If somebody is raising money, selling a token,
start the Ether pre-sale in a couple of weeks. So the Ether pre-sale will be an opportunity for anyone to purchase Ether, where Ether is the internal currency inside of the Ethereum system, sort of like the XRP and Ripple.
And the buyer is anticipating profits.
What we're hoping is that sort of similar to what happened with Mastercoin. If that slice is something like 20%, and then the value of Ether goes up by 5, then we basically have the entire initial BTC that we got all over again.
Based on the efforts of that group.
About 100 people that are working on Ethereum right now.
Myself leading the protocol design.
And we also have branding teams, we have marketing teams.
That fits into something that's a security.
Partially in order to better flesh out the business plan, partially in order to better flesh out the terms, partially for legal reasons.
I'm coming for you!